Well, hello everyone, it's James Burgess, and I'm absolutely delighted to be speaking with you today to introduce some changes we're going to make to your Podio workspaces that are targeted in at making your weekly focus accountability commitment reporting even easier and even faster than it is already. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on the business plan for this hypothetical company. But you'll see that the Dog Paws business plan is set up just like yours is. There's the company name, the date of which the plan covers, and then we get into the business plan elements, the vision statement, the mission statement, objectives, strategies, and then we get down to the action plans. Now, here's the first bottleneck. I'm a real keener on things being easy and fast in order to make it sustainable. And so when I want to look for work that I want to put into my weekly commitment this week, I find scrolling through these action plans and the mini to-dos to be scrolling's not a big deal, but just frustrating that I have to do it. And so I really wanted to find a solution that made my action plan stand out and not be at the bottom of my business plan. The other piece is that every time we meet for your quarterly Radical Refocus business plan update sessions, we spend time examining what action plans were successfully completed, what new action plans may be necessary based on new company priorities, and what are we doing with those that remain that didn't get addressed, changing some dates and so on and so forth. You've all been through that process. And typically, I say to each of you, Michelle will get these in date order for you sometime early next week. Now, the first thing is, what's the big deal about date order? Well, I do believe that all of us are pretty well have a mindset that we work chronologically. That if we have a series of tasks to do and have assigned a priority to them, we'll typically work at those that are coming up first. And so having them in date order is how most of us think, and certainly if they're jumbled up, makes it impossible to really find those things that are important to us. So I've always asked Michelle on your behalf to keep your action plans in date order. But what I realized last week is that it can take her up to an hour of her time for you. So when I looked at the impact on you by way of my own experience in terms of having to hunt through the action plans to see what I was going to work on this week, plus the impact on the business on this side of having to put them always in date order for you, and really wanting it to be instantaneous for you. I want to be able to have our meeting, finish our Radical Refocus session every quarter, and just click a button and have all of your action plans immediately in date order for you. And so I sat back, and I think it was for all of 5 seconds, and I realized how Podio could resolve this. So this is what we're going to do. It's just so simple. Your business plan will no longer have action plans in it. Your business plan will stop. This header, action plans, will be there, and the quarter identifier will still be here. Okay, but all the project work, all the action plan titles, the dates, and the mini to-dos are going to get moved. They're going to get taken out of the business plan. We're going to put them front and center, and this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to click on my test company name again, and that takes me back up to my main icons. And you'll see here's your business plan icon, here's your weekly accountability icon. In between, we've added a new icon, action plans. And we're going to click on this. And what we've done is created an application for each of your action plans. So Dog Paws has 7 action plans here. And they're all in a badge, what's referred to as a badge format. In this format, it's useless. It's no better. I still have to scroll around to find the action plans I want to work on this week. So what we're going to do is put them all here, but now we're going to sort them by table instead of badge. And now look, now all your action plans are above the fold. They're all right there. You know, here's the bottom of your page, across the bottom here, all of your action plans are right in front of you, front and center. So much easier to work on your weekly accountability with the action plan right here in front of you. Even some of those that you identify mini to-dos will be in the mini to-dos. The first mini to-do will be in the right-hand column. How cool is that? But here's the thing, we don't have them in date order yet. You'll see the dates are all over the place, but I can fix that here. I can come down here and put oldest first, and look, now the most recent, the action plan that has the earliest completion date is at the top. November the 10th, December the 29th, January 15th, January 31st, January 31st, March 12th, and June 29th. Now you can really easily do your weekly accountability based on the priority of the work to be done against the date by which it has to be done by. And if you work diligently to keep the mini to-dos current, the actual next mini to-do will appear in the mini to-do here, and your completion progress bar outcome will also show. You'll see there's 90% and 75%. Let me just go into the launch marketing plan 2018. So let me just do something here. I'm going to add, so I'm going to source resources and activate. I'm just typing one in, activate resources is the mini to-do. So for what I'm really saying here is if I want to join, if I'm going to use LinkedIn as part of my marketing plan, I don't want to do LinkedIn manually, so I may go and source an automated LinkedIn system, and then 1 week, and then the next week I'm going to activate it, right? And so now with those two left to go, let's put my completion bar, progress bar at 82%. So now when I go back to my action plans, just letting it populate. Okay, so now I know this week that that in my weekly commitment report, I'm going to source my resources to fulfill the marketing plan. And if all my mini to-dos are kept current, then I can decide which ones I'm going to get done this week. And if on Thursday I've done all the sourcing, then I can come back here, delete this one, move my progress to 91%, because it's the middle of the week now. I've got that last one done. I come back up to my action plans. I now know for next week when I come in on Monday, I've got one more thing to do on this, is activate the resource, and I'll be at 100% because then I'm ready to launch, and I'll meet the date well in advance of January 15th. So your action plans are right in front of you. The date by which you want to get the work done by is right in front of you and in date order. And if you manage your mini to-dos, or more to the point, when you manage the mini to-dos, then every Monday, whatever appears in these under the mini to-do section will be what you need to do this week. So really, really accelerating it. And the great thing is, after we've done a radical refocus business plan session, I can click on the date sequence, and everything will populate by date order. And so your plan is immediately current and available to you the very next Monday that you want to start working on your next weekly focus accountability commitment report. So I think these are really, really cool. So what Michelle and I will be doing over the course of the next few weeks is migrating all of your action plans over to the action plan setup, just like this, okay? And so each week when you do your new weekly accountability commitment report, you can come in, click on your action plan, see easily what your priorities are, potentially see very easily what the next piece of work you need to do is, click on and advance your progress bars, and you'll be just done. If it takes you more than 5 minutes now, I think you're spending too much time on it, but certainly easily completed in 10 minutes. And so for those of you that have struggled with any of this, I hope we're making this a ton easier for you and a ton faster, as is our mandate to you as our customers to provide a business planning and accountability system that is easy, fast, sustainable, and therefore entirely practical to you as a small business owner. Hope this helps. We think it will. Love to get your feedback, and please do email us or give us a call to talk about it. As I said, this will take us a few days to get this done for all of you, so please stand by, and we'll be in touch. Bye for now.